Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
Episode 15 of Cyrus Says was released on June 8th, 2015.
Just to remind everybody that language usage and content that we provide here may be disturbing, disgusting, probably will be and should be. Words like bloody custard and words that rhyme with that may be featured. Actually will be featured. In fact, perhaps will only be featured. Just warning you.
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
Yes, the show is called Cyrus Says. My name is Ranga Reddy III, but that's not the point. The point is I want to talk about something which we all sort of look at and culturally have to face every single day. That's people talking on cell phones in public places really loudly. And I want to start with the idea of the ringtone. My good friend Mr. Kunal Vijaykar just won't understand the obnoxious level of a ringtone in a restaurant, for example. Why can't you understand? You're all educated people. Why does your phone ring? And the second part to this problem, which I really want to talk about, is that they let it ring 3 or 4 times purposely. I mean, they don't even, I'm having a conversation with Kunal at a restaurant, there are 40 people around us, and it goes tring, and he's saying, I prefer Rajdeep Sardesai to Arnab Goswami, tring, but I also prefer Barkha Dutt to Rajdeep, tring, and I also prefer BBC's presentation to tring, but I prefer CNN's presentation to Al Jazeera, and I'm saying, pick up the bloody phone! Everybody's looking at us. 2 people died while he's waiting for the damn ring thing to end. So I just have one request to everybody who owns cell phones, please put it on silent in public places, put it low, and at least appear to be sorry that this has happened. It's just so, in Delhi it's even worse. Oh, hello, what is it? Bolo, kona? What? Can't hear. It's unbelievable. It sucks. We have to, as a culture, as a people, stop letting the cell phone dominate our lives. Unless it's porn. Then I understand. It's called Cyrus Says.
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
On the show today, we've got lots of interesting things. We've got the controversy over Maggie, Chor Bazaar closing down. What do we do with our chores? And the Jimmy Fallon YouTube, what's it called? Busking? You bloody busking. That too. On the show. And above all, we've got May in the house. Yay. That's our poetry for the day. Yep, the show's called Cyrus Says. Let me introduce our lovely guest today. We have Madhuri Dixit, who's not here and last minute cancelled because she's not comfortable with her voice quality. She did a voice check and wasn't happy. We have Chavi, and I said it correctly?
No.
How? How can I not say it correctly after 25
Say
shows?
love.
Love.
Now say chavi.
Love?
Yeah, and then say chav.
Love?
Love. L-O-V-E.
Okay, now I sound like a 4-year-old boy. Love.
Chavi.
Love and chav. Is that it? Is that how you,
Yes.
with your boyfriends, is that how you coach them? Come here, boy. Love, chav. Okay, got it. So let me call you Lovey, and then I'll translate into Chavi. Lovey, you sound like a girl from Gurgaon I met when I was 14 years old on a summer vacation, and who now is a man called Baljeet. I didn't understand then, but this is what happens to people over the years. Baljeet is your name for now. Baljeet, welcome to the show, and with us is May. And May, you have a surname as well, which I'll find in a second. Okay, while I search. Thomas. May Thomas, and May is a very famous and successful DJ, RJ on... What's that midday thing called? I'm so sorry, no disrespect. But I don't have a radio in the car.
Is it midday or BBC?
I can afford only a driver or a radio. So I kept the driver and he talks a lot. So it's like that.
Radio 1.
Radio 1. And I know who owns it. Khalid's son, what's his name?
Tariq.
Ansari. Tariq Ansari. You see, I know everything. I'm somewhere there. I'm a bit like that cell phone fellow, aren't I?
But you know what? I
Why
left.
are you whispering?
Because I left 4 months ago.
You left? That Radio 1 sucks. It's crap, I tell you. May, it's crap without you. Don't ever go back there. All right, so why did you leave 4 months ago?
It's because I love you.
Okay, that all makes sense. Let's bring Baljeet back into the conversation. Also known as Lavi, the artist formerly known as Chavi. Lavi. Now I've lost it again.
L-O-V-E. Try that. D-O-V-E.
Normally with a girl.
Shove.
Shove is more a word I'm more used to, yes. Shove then. Shavi.
No.
Is that your name? Like the 57 Shavi? Where are we going with this? Lavi? Shavi? Help! Save the show! Say hello.
Sure, I'm trying to save myself.
Okay, let's introduce May properly. We'll come back to you, Chavi, Lavi, Shavi. May? So you're a DJ, you're a RJ, and now you quit. Tell us your life story quickly. Your time is starting now.
My life
Your
story,
time is over. I give you lots of time. You just
I
didn't
know.
sleep. May, go ahead.
I know. You're way ahead of me, though.
No, I'm a little bit on speed just now because I've taken creatine.
What's creatine?
It's something in the liver. Don't ask me to explain things. Look into your liver. It's on the right side of your body. Or maybe left side, depending on where you're
I'm
standing.
touching it now.
Ooh, okay. This is a whole different show now, May.
I know.
Go ahead. As May touches herself, Shavi and I will practice names. Shavi, Lavi. Oh, May, your life story.
My life story?
You were an RJ for so many years.
Yeah, well, I'm technically...
You're a guest RJ now.
Yeah, just with you, of course. But yeah, no, I've been RJing for the last 8 years.
I'll come to how we've bought you, and that's terrible, how we've placed you in this...
Sound like my pimp.
Amit Doshi syndicate. Yeah, I know. Yeah, which I'm not. But let me just clarify.
Amit's my
I can't
pimp
even handle
as well.
Shavi Lavi. I'm not good with the ladies.
It's called Indus Vox Media Network.
Indus Box Media Network.
Vox with a V.
India-
Just like Chavi has.
Indus Vox?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
You
Nobody
work
told
for
me.
us.
We work for Germans. Where the E becomes a B? Is that what it
That's
was? That's
Bengali.
Bengali.
Yeah.
That's Bengali German. That's very confusing. Ludwig Bhan, Beethoven Bhan. You know what happens when he went to Calcutta? Beethoven never went to Calcutta. He couldn't bear it. Ludwig Bhan, Beethoven Bhan. Come here, show me your legs. That's because football and the connection there with the legs. May, tell us about your life.
Okay, so I am now actually doing a podcast for
Indus Vox
Chavi,
Media.
Shavi, Lavi.
Indus Vox.
Indus Box.
Eins, zwei, drei, vier. Vox.
V for
Vo.
Vox.
Vo only.
Well, what is this, like a grammar class? All we're doing is names, pronunciations. Let's get on with our life.
I know.
Let's talk about
I'm very interested. Before we go into all the stories, May, you were with Radio 1 for a long time. You were one of their main, along with what's his name, Rishi Karan.
Yeah. You
and
love her.
him
She
were the
we
most
all...
popular. You clearly more popular, but he was also not bad.
Oh, that's really sweet of you to say. Simply saying, I know.
No, it's true because he told me she's so popular. I want her out. That's how it all started. So give us your story quickly.
So basically, I'm actually doing a podcast with these guys, like a indie music podcast called Made
Who's
in India.
these guys?
These guys,
They're
right? Yeah.
us guys. We're just
Us
three
guys. I
and a
know.
half.
I know.
Yeah,
Who's the
okay.
half?
All right, so that's what it. We're going
Kiran,
nowhere
the
with
sound
this.
engineer.
This is like a terrible interrogation of a Bangladeshi suspect who's just entered India and doesn't know where he is.
I know.
So let me start all over again. May, you were doing radio in Radio 1. Why did you leave there?
Because I wanted to do my own thing.
So what do you do for a living? How do you pay bills? You know how expensive Mumbai is? When I meet people without jobs, I spit at them. I'm like, stop it. Don't talk to me. How can you even live? This city is so expensive you can't park your car.
That's true.
You cannot park your car unless you have 80 rupees and little tip money.
That's
You
why
can't have a car if you can't afford to live.
I'm just presuming you live at home and you take your father's car, but someone has to pay for the parking. So May, come on, what
I'm
happened?
basically broke. That's about it. And I live with my mom.
So now our NGO called Indus Vox has picked you up and we're trying to do what we can
Yes.
to make your life a better place.
Helping me out.
We're taking all the radio strays.
But
Come here,
Shavi
Rachel.
Lavi Shavi, she is from Dubai.
She is not.
Aren't you from Dubai?
Me.
Weren't you born and bred in Dubai?
So, yeah, sort
That's
of.
what you told me, you liar. Like,
I'm
come
not
on, you
a
liar.
liar. Well, not Dubai. Doha.
I thought we had something, May. I thought we had
We
something.
always have something.
You were so nice
There's a sexual chemistry.
And you weren't
that
sarcastic. At least you didn't appear to be when you said I like you and things like that.
when it comes to you, I'm never sarcastic.
I know, and now you told me stories
When I
about-
talk about love, when I talk about
I
how
thought-
badly I wanted to marry you in the 90s.
and take me back to Dubai and keep me there as your keep. I was so happy
it's
with that
great.
idea of, Jumeirah Beach Hotel, 7-star luxury. I'm in a room waiting to please you whenever you want. Of course, that'll be a little difficult in my 40s, but if you had come a little earlier.
Oh, I
and
think
no
you'll be
double
able
meaning.
to please me anytime.
10 years
sir.
ago, yes. Now you need to give me pills. Lots of notice and a chadar because I need to cover myself. I feel ashamed. All right? And no lighting, please. I'm one of those men who like, put lights off, lights off, lights
Completely?
off. When you marry a really ugly woman or a really ugly man, how it is. I love you, honey, but hey, come on, aesthetics. Lights off.
I gotta
Pull the
say.
chadar.
But I do even now I like you in your 40s. You're really trusty now. I like
I'm very
trusty
breasty.
guys.
I'm very breasty. I've always been a bit of a breast man. Why are we going there, May?
I
Let's
don't
talk about your show.
So it's called Made in India, M-A-E-D, because my name is May.
No, don't explain it because that just kills it for me. Never do that. All right.
But when you explain things, then you're just like, I'm bored
Okay,
now.
Made in India, M-A-E-D.
Yeah,
And
so I'm interviewing independent, and this, yeah.
there are only 2 celebrities in India and both out of town right now. So anyway,
Yeah.
go on.
So they're basically independent musicians in the country.
Oh,
and
so
I've
this is
been-
the music show.
It's a music
At
show.
last, an actual music show on an audio sort of medium. And Chavi, why are you nodding your head like you're running out of time?
I'm agreeing, not because I'm running out of
Or you're
time.
Stevie Wonder, and I must say you make a lovely Stevie Wonder.
Thank you.
By the way, let me just describe Lovey Shavi to my audience again. Today she's in full black chadar, starts from the head, goes all the way down to the black jeans, so it's like one penguin-like moment. And she's got these huge, I mean, they're 500 feet big headphones, which even a pilot in a World War II movie wouldn't wear. And she carries it off. She carries it off.
Thank you.
Which I'm sorry to say, I don't. Because the
You
biggest
don't?
thing on this body is the headphones. That's scary. All right, let's talk. We've got lots of interesting things to do. Madhuri Dixit. We mentioned her at the top of the show. But we'll come back and talk about her after this break. May, will you do the break segment for us so I can check that you're still in good form and good voice?
We'll be back with Cyrus Says after the break.
You know, I felt
was good?
It was sexual. It was
Really?
It
I'm always sexual around
You're
you.
very
It's
sexual.
really
When I
hard.
shut my eyes,
I had to touch myself at one point in the
I
middle of the
already
show.
finished touching myself. Why did you finish that sentence?
This is really great.
Can't you tell from my face?
I know. I'm hugging Chubby, imagining it's you.
Chavi is me.
Oh,
We're
of
now
course,
one and the same
Lord.
person.
Wow.
Look at each other. It
I'm
never ends.
stroking you now. Am I?
We'll be back.
Stop touching me.
1 minute. If you're stroking me, please tell me because I'm so old I can't feel anything. We'll come back. And yes, it's Cyrus Says. Very excited because we've got two lovely ladies in the studio. It is a studio, lovely place. Please come and visit us, by the way. We charge 25 rupees entrance fee. You can come and sit with us. For 50 rupees, you can sit on my lap. And for 100 rupees, I sit on your lap. And for 200 rupees, we keep exchanging laps.
Can I sit on your lap now?
But I don't have a receipt, so is it okay?
I really can't.
My father
You
says
take
you
my
get,
whole
do
wallet?
whatever you want, get a receipt. You want to go to a prostitute, get a receipt. You want to go to jail, get bail money, get a receipt. You want to join another terrorist outfit, get a receipt.
Chubby, are you reimbursing him for
Her name is not Chavi, it's Shavi Lavi.
It's
Chubby
not.
Lovey?
It's not Shavi Lavi?
Shove the love?
No.
Okay, stop it, you
What have
vulgar
I
women.
started?
How dare
Oh
you?
my God.
The Indian Nari doesn't behave like this. How dare you? Let's move on to the other Indian Nari, Madhuri Dixit, who apparently gets an FDA notice for endorsing
Maggie. How bizarre
Not the
is
movie
that?
with Arnold Schwarzenegger, which is so bad you can't endorse it.
I
But
saw that
You saw
trailer.
that?
haven't seen
Horrible.
it.
Horrible. And Arnold not flexing muscles and killing people. What's he doing?
What's
He's
the
eating some
point?
people with the shotgun.
I know it reminds me of Jackie Bagnani in Welcome to Karachi, which is also running. I mean, what is he doing? We should put all these guys who know what they're doing in another movie, directed by me, and call it like Around the World in 80 Days, not coming back.
I love it. I would pay money for that.
Yeah. Okay, May, you're not answering my question. You're the one who knows about all these things. Maggie, no, actually, it's Lavi Shavi who's really upset because there's lead in Maggie.
There is,
There
yeah,
is.
and there's MSG as well.
MSG.
just
But,
FYI.
but lethal amounts of MSG.
But you guys realize that all food is bad, all packaged
Yeah,
food,
but
in a sense.
of course it is. But
Basically-
here's the problem. Madhuri is just the face on the screen. It's not like she went
No,
there
you
and
can't do that.
opened
You can't do
MSG.
that. You can't get paid crores of rupees and walk away from the product.
Of course you can.
Tomorrow, if Coke is poisonous and you're the brand ambassador, you can't say, oh, I don't know anything. They paid me money.
I
took
don't
it."
understand. Why are
No,
you liable
you
for
got to
it?
study
They
your
paid
market
you
a little.
for- They
You
paid
cannot-
you to do something.
Shavi,
And
when
you've done
I
it.
was in the old days when Johnny Walker called me to be the brand ambassador of the whiskey brand, which is not allowed on most mediums, but maybe allowed here.
Of course it's allowed.
I
Johnny Walker, we're
I
open to
drank
sponsorship.
Johnny Walker for 4 years before I said yes to make sure that it was an absolutely above board product.
What a good boy you are.
And then because I really believe in my paymasters, I continue to drink it. But I'm saying, she should have, well, I don't know if she can divorce herself from responsibility when you're a huge iconic figure and you'll have to come and say, I'm sorry
She's
this
an
happened.
actor. She's not a doctor. How is it her responsibility?
Firstly, she's a
No,
dancer,
but
not an
either
actor.
way, she's as Madhuri Dixit in the ad. And I think it's ridiculous to still make that link. You can't sue Madhuri Dixit. You should still sue
She's
like Maggie.
pretending to be a
But-
family member of these random people who are not her family.
But
It's
I'm
an
buying
ad.
your product because of the famous face, Baba. You can't say that I'm not.
Exactly. No, but then, well, what exempts you? So I know a friend of mine who did a voiceover. Like, it wasn't even his face. It was a voiceover for a political ad. And he got jacked by people.
What's his name and what was the ad? We need details or we can't talk about this.
I'm scared. He's a friend. I feel bad.
Okay, coming back to Maggie and Madhuri, and I'm only saying this because I want an argument. I still find it a little difficult that the brand ambassador can just say, okay, when it comes down to it, if anything goes wrong in the background, I'm just the brand ambassador.
So if a building
Brand
that
ambassador.
falls down made with that whatever cement that AB is
You are
shilling,
now part of their team. You got to take the
are
flak
you
if something
kidding
goes wrong.
me? He's not responsible for the cement.
What is your reaction to Fair and Lovely, for
It's a
example?
shit product.
It's rubbish.
What about a female brand ambassador to Fair and Lovely?
She's not using it. It's so clear. What about these people selling shampoo?
but
Do you
the-
think they use
no,
it?
there are
Of course not.
Two things.
Everybody
one is
realizes that.
I'll tell you
this
this-
false impression that fairness is good, which is ridiculous.
Of course.
And the second thing is that do you actually get fair? It's ridiculous.
Also, two things, okay? Subtle difference. So
By the
if
way,
you have
in
an
Bengal,
actress,
it's fair and lovely. I've just checked. It's fair and lovely.
Yes.
Thank you. Shavi, thank you.
It's
Slight-
Shobi in Bangla.
It's hobby. Can I do that? I do that well. Chobi. Me, I know you're trying to say something, but when adults are talking, I've told you, don't speak. Okay, go ahead. I'm just giving you. Go ahead.
So we're trying to argue the fact that Madhuri Dixit, she is brand ambassador for this.
Is she
but
responsible
No
in
one
some
else.
way?
So yeah, is she responsible in some sort of way? But any other actress, like you have those weird like actresses who aren't like really like for fair and
Sonam
lovely.
Kapoor, use L'Oreal. It's like a pearl.
No, but you're using your name. If it's some random actress that you don't know who it is, you're not going to sue random actress whose name we don't
Listen,
know.
I have
not?
been the
In the
brand
ad.
ambassador of
Why
many
not?
condom
That's my
brands in
point.
South America, and many of them don't work, and it's never been a problem. I've accepted it. I've accepted it when Bolivia has now become Peru, because there's so many more people there. That's just a geographical joke. You need to know the countries, so it doesn't work. Coming back. No, the point is there's so many... okay, let's put it this way. There are brands out there which are just absolutely frauds, without taking their names, okay?
Why not?
Okay, whatever. So I'm saying like these fairness creams, they're frauds.
Yeah.
Nothing really
Rubbish.
happens, okay? Powders for itching. I've been itching all my life. I put powders in the private areas, and all it does is decorate it. Nothing else changes. So there are frauds out there. Nobody... I mean, if you want to hold them to a higher standard, then everyone is guilty, especially a celebrity who's part of it.
So just to say something about Fair and Lovely, for example, there is an organization called IDWA, the All India Women's Democratic Association, which has
Which
successfully...
I'm sure you're president of. I
No,
can
I'm
just
not.
tell. I can smell it.
They've successfully sued Fair and Lovely to take off the more offensive ads, along with a bunch of other people, because of false advertising. They can't get them on like being
And this
horrible.
image that white is
Yes.
right kind of crap
Yeah,
in our
exactly.
racist country. Which
We're
let's
a
face it,
brown
is the
country.
most complex country in the world.
Totally.
Yeah.
We're
No.
a brown country, and everybody's got this complex about wanting to be fair.
Yeah,
Brown and
even
proud.
at brown,
And
we have
fair
light
equals
brown and dark
lovely.
brown and
Yeah,
mid brown,
yeah.
and it doesn't end.
Yeah.
Coffee,
I'm-
mocha to
Yeah.
black coffee.
Brown. I'm South Indian.
You're
I'm very
brown.
You're lovely.
I'm
Really?
light brown.
Yeah.
You're a little darker brown. Cyrus is somewhere in the mocha, cappuccino.
I'm green.
You're latte.
I'm green.
Yeah. But fair
I
equals
want to be
lovely.
green. Or as the Parsis say, grin. I'm grin. To my queen, I play the mandolin by the shores of Naples Bay. Valentina.
Naples Bay? What?
Valentina. If you do it with a nice Parsi Gujarati accent, that's how it sounds. It's you haven't heard Valentina?
No.
By the shores of Naples. Naples is a country. A city in next to Sicily.
I really thought he was saying
in
it.
Italy.
I think it's nipples too.
Naples, you say nipples. By the shores of Naples Bay. I'll teach all the song as the show progresses. But we've reached a stalemate as usual because two women and a eunuch cannot give you more information. And I say that with a lot of respect. I love eunuchs. Every time they knock on my door when I'm in a
Ask
car.
the eunuch? What?
I press the lock button.
Who are you calling the eunuch?
No, those people, men in saris.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they knock on the door and I immediately knock back. I do a Morse code thing. They go like, tuck, tuck, tuck. I go, tuck, tuck, tuck. They go, hey, chikna. I go, hey, chikna. They go, hey, paisa dena. I say, hey, paisa dena. And they always smile at me. They never get angry. They never get offended.
That's sweet.
They think, oh God, this guy is really not worth being a eunuch. He's really the worst transvestite, whatever, ever. We'll come to those prejudices later. We have plenty in our country. But Madhuri Dixit, final word. So you say off the hook.
Off the
Don't
hook.
blame her. She's just a simple actress who was pushed into an ad, has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah? Wagner, when he was supporting Adolf Hitler's World War II, don't blame him either. Listen to his music.
Didn't he
Oh,
do
I think it's so. I agree. I think it's pointless suing her. Sue Maggie. Simple.
So Maggie. Maggie's my grandmother's name. Watch your mouth, me. Watch your mouth. She's dead. 21 years. Lovely lady. Made a fantastic balchao.
wish I met
And huge
her now.
chapatis and no sexual thing there. Yeah. All right. We'll take another quick break and then we'll come back with lots more to talk about. This time we'll get into it really because you guys are being very defensive today for some reason. I don't know why.
Sitting
Women-
shoulder to shoulder.
I
We're
know.
like leaning in.
All I can think of is your grandma's chapatis now.
Really, I can only think about my grandma. I need to see a therapist. We'll come back. Yes, we're back with Hanuman Singh and Prakash.
Hello.
Hi.
Apparently not. Those are people who drive cars for me and have left for their villages
Okay, we can
to
do this
impregnate
again.
their wives. Amazing thing about Indians, who work 12 months here or 11 months here.
yeah.
The wives still get pregnant. I don't know.
Because they go away for 1 month, no?
Yes, but they sometimes don't get the maths right because the wife is already pregnant. I'm like, let me do the maths now. You've been here 10 and a half months. She's pregnant. By simple maths, you are fantastic.
Maybe in villages it takes 15
Now
months.
don't.
to
Now this is rural prejudice. Rural prejudice. When will it end? I made a eunuch prejudice before that, and you made a fair and lovely prejudice. When will this end? All right, May, you were saying we've got another very interesting topic, similarly related to the complexes and problems and prejudices of this
Riddled
wonderful
in this
country.
country.
You call Hindustan. I call that country I'm forced to live in. Yeah. So let's talk about this very interesting fight that happened in IIT Madras. Now, this is the bastion of the elite intelligentsia, the founding fathers of democracy in a sense, because they have the best brains, let's face it, of the country, and hence we think the most progressive thoughts. They come from families who are, very educated, probably corporates or medicine or engineering, that kind of background. So you expect a lot from them. Indo-European, westernized, both, cosmopolitan thought. And it's a bit disappointing that they've got all these issues going on. One, should they have been silenced? Apparently they were. Let's get into that first. And there's no response.
We've been silent.
I've got two women not interested in politics, not interested in caste or education.
Well,
now we have sexist prejudice. Keep going, girls.
It's a minefield, right?
What the hell does that mean?
And that means all these matters are exactly what makes India tear itself apart. Class, caste, religion, language.
And everything. And Chennai is the kind of place where...
Dictatorial... Yes?
And the problem with Chennai is it is...
you put your hand up and scared me there.
Really?
I was about to complete my sentence with woman's power.
Thank you.
Put that finger down now. I understood your message.
I know. I'll try my best. It's really hard when you're around.
So Chennai was?
So Chennai is the kind of place I lived there for some time, and it's a very strange place because not only are they quite intellectual and very liberal in certain ways, but they're also both ends. They're also extremely conservative.
Can be aggressive.
Yeah. So one of my friends, he's a pilot, and he wanted to try to find a place in Chennai, and he's like, I can't find a place because he's like, I'm Brahmin, but to these people, I'm not Brahmin enough.
What does that mean?
I don't even know. That's what he told me. He's like, I'm not Brahmin enough for Chennai.
Or he may be ostracized for being Brahmin in the wrong place, which is reverse casteism in India. But let's get back to this issue here. Now, the point is, let me just clear them. Obviously, all of just watching sports. What happened in Madras, basically, is that the dean actually asked a group of students, Ambedkar Periyar students, who are basically, supposedly from the lower caste, if that matters, and asked them not to attack the Prime Minister. They are not to ridicule the office of the Prime Minister or the ruling government, all right? Now, the fact of the matter is, did this come from Smriti Irani HR department or not? Or did he do it of his own free will? That's another controversy altogether. Yeah. But my point is, intellectual bastion should not be told what to do. Isn't that like an obvious point?
Yeah.
And they have these societies, just like they have in Harvard or Princeton or wherever, where you allow free discourse, you allow debate, and you allow yourself to, challenge things, whether it's Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, all the sacred cows, the contribution of our founding fathers. If you don't, you have to question someone sometime. So my worry is that intellectual debate can be suppressed.
It's already being suppressed. This is called the chilling effect in journalism.
Is it?
And if you don't have...
Is
we
it
have
the same
right
effect where those two brothers and sister go up the hill, Jack and Chill? No, that's different. That's totally different.
That's what happens in the Froyo shop.
I'm so sorry. Every time we have an intellectual discussion, I bring it down 9 years in about 2 minutes.
That's okay.
But keep in mind, we have two listeners, they're both under 10.
May likes it.
May you like that?
I like it. I like everything.
Really? Yeah. I'm half Einstein.
Stop touching me. Stop touching me.
No, listen.
Continues
this will become a video show if you continue. We don't even have to talk.
Let's put this up on YouTube. Yeah.
I want to hold your hand. Move on.
Yeah, we can sing that too.
Okay.
But the point is that in a democracy that claims to have freedom of speech, this is absolutely dictatorial.
And also, again, I'm saying the intellectual bastion. We're looking at IITs and IIMs and places like that where you expect free thought to be there.
Yeah, and a chance for discourse, right?
Yeah,
it's your chance to be able to hear different points of view. And if you can't do that, what's the point?
We're already in our school system. We're told what to think, what to regurgitate, right? There is no discussion. There is no thought. And now, at least in college, let them grow up to be human beings who understand their place in the world.
For example, the whole Akbar controversy, very few people know, but Akbar, by the end of his reign, had rejected his own religion and then moved towards Zoroastrianism and Jainism. For all, he had become a vegetarian. So
and now he's treated like a Muslim
politics
foreigner.
Is all rubbish.
Yeah, it's really
he was a very universal king, and he was a bit like Ashoka. He went through a metamorphosis, and he went from being a warrior and a killer. Let's face it, for the Second Battle of Panipat, etc. But by the end of his reign, he was a very wise philosopher, a lover of animals, a vegetarian. He reached the other end of the spectrum. But we don't understand.
But we're not allowed to.
He had more Rajputs working under him than
this is also true.
Than Rana Pratap had.
Yeah, Scroll had a really good article about why Rana Pratap lost so many battles. Yeah. I really want to ask Naresh what kind of reaction they've had, because I'm sure the Hindu fundamentalists are frothing.
But people should read and study before they froth.
But you cannot. You read the headline and then you react
Muslim or anything else. It's all about simple politics. Who works where?
Yeah.
I've been a king. I know what it's like. May, you want to be my queen?
Anytime.
You can be my May queen. All right.
I'm always going to say yes to you.
Okay, one more last thing on this whole, I like that yes thing. I'll hold you to that. Say yes.
Yes.
Oh God, little submissive, too submissive for me. I have only alpha females around me. I can't deal with submissive people. Shout at me and take out the whip.
Yes.
Oh God. All right, this show is going the wrong direction. I want to discuss caste politics because IIT Madras and many of these centers has that issue. Is it targeting the lower caste by the upper caste to run the institution?
No, but they're doing this all the time. There was IIT Bombay, Anand Patwardhan.
Yes.
So his documentary, like every time he wants to screen it, and any institution
was just shackled completely.
Yeah, people put out, like, student groups put out flyers. We're going to show one of his movies, whatever it is, and then every single time. And
somebody joked the other day that it's possible to show a Nazi documentary in India now and get away with it.
Yeah.
For propaganda from Goebbels and Goreng's time,
Correct.
rather than put out your point of view. Yeah. And I've never understood why, in a civilized manner, why we can't have contrary point of views. Why can't we challenge religion? Why can't we challenge concepts of old? Why can't we challenge sacred cows? No pun intended, even though they're banned.
We should be able to.
Yes.
We should.
We should.
Our fundamental right.
So next time we have a general election, pay attention.
We did.
And vote BJP. Lovey, shovey, chavi, let's move on from that topic to something far more, let's say, aesthetic, which is Chor Bazaar.
Chor Bazaar.
Okay, what is this? Chor Bazaar prepares to shut shop. You girls are a little bit more into the whole Chor Bazaar thing.
Okay, I gotta tell you, I live in Bombay and I've never been to Chor
Oh
Bazaar.
my goodness.
Well, that's good. That's good.
What?
You miss nothing.
What?
Really?
Yeah,
It's so
there's
fun.
no parking. People touch you when you walk. It's absolutely atrocious, the
That's
prices.
only me standing behind you all the time.
Listen,
are you saying?
I found
Really?
a really cute record player there for like
I stalk
1,400.
you.
1 minute, May's on another track. She's coming on to me and you're just cutting it. I have once a year, I have a girl who comes on to me on the show who I haven't paid for, and this is the...
I'm just wondering why
Lovey,
you're
shovey,
sitting so far away from me. It's hurting my feelings.
He's 5 feet away from you.
I know, it's true.
I was hoping I could reach from there, but obviously not. So, damn it, false advertising.
You have great
again.
powers if you can do that.
Oof, I used to
We'll
be...
swap seats,
I used to be
okay?
an acrobat waist down.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd love to see
Cyrus comes in here.
I'd love to know
I
your
have
skills.
vertigo, so they have to put me on a headstand kind of thing, and then only I can go up on something.
This is like the Kama Sutra of Cyrus Brocha.
Yes, but it's the Kama Sutra alone, which is not quite the same thing.
I know.
You can practice all these positions without a partner. It just doesn't work.
I just
So
feel
a
like I'm
traffic
thinking
cop.
about Ajanta and Ellora and I can see like Khajuraho. That's Khajuraho. Sorry.
Ajanta and Laura, my relatives run the boats. If that helps you. Can we talk about what we're talking about, Chavi?
Can
before
we?
this girl
Can
takes
we?
us
I
on
don't know. I
this
don't know. You were
almost sexual
clearly
tangent.
indulging
I've got kids listening.
Every single time.
the crush May has gone on you.
I know. I'm getting worried now. It may be true. Poor thing. She can do better. We'll help you.
I can't do. I'm really quite.
No.
No.
Smitten.
What about the guys in Radio 1?
But I don't want to do better. I want to do you. Boom.
You want to do me again?
Every time.
Nobody does that.
No one does you twice.
Once is more than enough. Can we get back to the story? Says a sweating Cyrus
I'm
Brocha.
enjoying distracting you.
Okay, fine. We'll just wing it then. It comes back to
Wait,
Chor Bazaar
no,
sucks.
Let Chavi
Chavi
talk.
feels very redundant if you don't let her talk about Chor
That's
Bazaar.
only because I've been stroking her for the last 20
Keep
minutes.
stroking her, but let her tell us about Chor Bazaar because she's got stories.
You're
We share
fiddling with your headphone wire
Chor
now?
Bazaar is my inheritance.
Yeah.
We share the same
Sexual
acronym,
tension,
CB. So about Chor Bazaar?
Same. Acha as you.
Don't pay attention to what I said. Tell us about Chor Bazaar. Why do you care?
Why do I care? Because it's a cool place. It's got a history. It's got atmosphere. Why should we close it down?
It's got stuff which is illegal and
It's
stolen.
not. It's not. That used to
No,
be
it
ages
used to
ago.
It has
that
stores.
No,
It has a bazaar?
It has a bazaar. They're just trying. It's like the novelty factor. Then they say, "Ha, ye chori ka
But you
hai."
have one point there, which is this whole South Mumbai culture, which may end. Irani cafes,
Yeah.
the Chor Bazaar, the pavement shopping, the food from the pavement, the ganna, the sandwich, the bhel puri, sev puri. In about 10 years, we may not see this anymore.
We
No,
may
but
not.
that's the thing with Bombay. It's
Sad, no?
it's moving ahead so fast that I swear, I live in Lokhandwala and
Oh God! You cannot say that on the show.
Why?
That's a terrible. No, don't admit to that. Never say that.
don't.
Don't use the L word.
Don't use
Please.
the L word. I live somewhere in
our
Andheri.
city ends at Prabhadevi. We don't accept anything beyond that. So you live in the other city, is it? Lokhandwala.
Our city, pata nahi.
Hey,
Cyrus
I'm not a
city.
new
So
Bombay
do you guys
man.
have air? Do you guys have air?
Sometimes.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
It's not very good though, because
Really?
it's just marshland. It's
Do
mud.
Are all the men constipated? Because I've seen a few and they just pull their stomachs in for long periods of time. What's with that Lokhandwala male thing?
I don't
I
know.
want to be actor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they're just wearing these bundies and nipples are sticking out everywhere, and you're just like, what the hell is going on?
And
here?
then they wear the black leather jacket in 45 degrees heat on top of that.
And they're all sitting
it's
on
so
their
fit.
motorcycles because they have nothing else to
They
do.
aren't their motorcycles. Those motorcycles are vendors who've gone to deliver things and just
Oh,
hang
yeah.
them. So
On like the
What happened to Chor Bazaar? Come on.
So,
Give us
there
an
are
experience.
places like this all over the country that are going to be lost to redevelopment. Give you the experience. Okay. So I took a friend of mine who was from America because
This is a vulgar way of saying things. But anyway, so the friend and you went to Chor Bazaar and
it was marvelous. There was beautiful furniture.
Foreigner, is it?
No, in Indian American.
Indian American, lost Desi. Fair enough.
ABCD.
ABCD. Then?
Yeah, and we found all these really cute, kitschy things. We found record players that actually worked for under 2,000 rupees. We found...
Can I tell you my experience?
Yeah.
I went to buy weights, okay?
At Chor Bazaar?
Yeah, weights, because it's cheaper.
Oh.
Okay, so I bought...
You're talking about like
weights for dumbbells, for barbells.
Yeah.
So
Not like weights like those ones that the vegetable wala uses to like...
Exactly that. It was almost like that.
Really?
So here's the story. I bought 250 pounds of weight. For whatever reason, don't ask me. That's my hobby. I took the weights and then I weighed them. They were 208 pounds. I got 42 pounds taken off. What is it, tax? For tax purposes? They swallowed 42 pounds and I paid per pound. So I got to tell you, Chor Bazaar still has a wonderful name which makes a lot of sense. Chor Bazaar, I want my 42 pounds back.
Well, how will agitate? But if they're taking Chor Bazaar away, how are you going to get it back?
But why are they taking Chor Bazaar away? What's the story?
Redevelopment.
So what does
The
that
whole
mean?
area.
So there'll be a fancy... It's like
No,
the
but they're
Xavier's...
doing the same thing. There was that thing in the RML colony. They wanted to do the same thing as well.
Yeah,
and they were trying. There was a huge fight about it.
That's really sad because you want to take the leopards away. I say take the Dudwalas away.
Totally.
Keep the leopards.
Yeah.
Well,
Totally.
these things, we can't stop it. We can't
in
stop
Bombay,
development.
in Delhi, they've got this thing called Lal Dora places,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
in the middle of, say, Niti Bagh, there will suddenly you'll see these grazing cows and these bulls who've been left outside to just go mate with whomever.
Yeah, and two of those cows are my aunties.
Whomever?
Huh?
Really?
Yes, in Gurgaon for sure.
Sorry.
Be careful. Yeah.
Not Gurgaon, Niti Bagh. So in parts of Delhi, even like Hauskas village is a Lal Dora area, which is why they can't destroy it. I think Bombay needs those.
Yeah, Are for sure. I can't believe Are. Are is a little bit of forest as we have. And coming back to Chor Bazaar, the sad thing is when it comes back, it'll be all sanitized and molly and shoppy and all, right? So then it's the same as anything else. And we'll lose that whole character. The Mumbai character and soul will go. It'll die with Chavi, Lavi, Shavi and me. May, your last comments on this subject.
It's sad.
Yeah, what I like about your in-depth philosophy is that you really don't hold back. You really give it your all.
Always. For you,
Yeah,
I
no,
give
let's just flirt.
anything.
Because that, I think,
Obviously, because that's way more fun for me.
Are you telling me, are you married?
No.
Are you seeing someone?
No.
Do you
I'm
like
seeing
men?
many, but no.
Are you seeing many?
No, anyone.
That makes me feel really happy. You're
What?
really making a
Got an
man feel
Excel
secure.
spreadsheet for you. I can
Come on, be
email
honest.
it to
You
you
don't have a
later.
boyfriend?
No.
You don't have a job?
No.
What the hell are you doing with your life, May?
I'm hanging out with you.
Next month is June. What are you going to do? All right.
Kill myself now.
No, don't say that. Never say that. Please, don't say that. There are enough monkeys out there listening to us. And I love monkeys. I mean real monkeys. Not our kind of monkeys.
Monkeys are amazing.
Monkeys,
that was
Monkeys are scary, man.
monkeys are. That was my
all
stuffed toy when I
animals
was a
have to be
kid.
left alone.
You had a baby monkey?
I had a monkey with a really long tail.
What
I
was the
swear it
father's
a tail.
name? Oh, sorry, whatever. I didn't understand. I'm sorry. I didn't follow that. I thought you meant you had a monkey and the doctor fainted sort of thing. Okay, fine. That's okay. Okay. You can go completely
It
on
was
the other
your
side.
child.
No, but let me just, last word, now that you bring up monkeys, leave them alone. Don't make faces at monkeys. They're not impressed. Don't throw food at them. They're not impressed. Don't do all that because they have their place, you have your place.
Scary anyway.
They'll grab anything off you.
Oh, female monkeys as well, is it?
Look at where his mind is going.
Let's take a break and when we come back, let's examine the subject for what it's worth. Loneliness.
Well, during the break, we were getting hot gossip from May.
May says that she has men. See, I'm out of the dating scene. I'm 43. It's been a long time. I won't even get into your story. You're happily, with someone in Jaipur, the pink city. Why it's called pink? Nothing is pink, but why get into
orange,
that?
yeah.
And there's camels. But May's story is very interesting. She says that men, can I tell the story?
Of course you can.
Men actually send her one-word requests.
So one guy actually messaged me once, just out of the blue. I haven't spoken to him in months, and he just sends me a message saying, "Tonight." But that's it. And I'm like,
What does that mean?
hello to
He's
you
been
too.
reading
Like,
shitty manuals on how to date women.
Oh,
I've
it's
seen
terrible.
this.
Just tonight. And may I ask again, and he implies what? That you will get together in an amorous way or just go for coffee?
no, wait.
It's a booty call
It's
message.
a
It's a booty
Thank
It's a
you.
booty request message, is it?
Booty request.
It's not even a
message.
request.
So that doesn't work. You say...
Because this booty is
But you-
excellent.
But you
so.
said, is it?
Quality booty.
All right, well...
I'll give it to you later.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, tonight? Oh, sorry.
Question mark?
Question mark, yeah. No, we're coming back. Coming back to this whole story is very interesting. So he expects that you will... what if you say no? What's the next... what does he do next?
So what
What's
I
his
did was
plan?
I just didn't reply to him for about 4 hours, and then I said, "Oh, I'm having dinner with my parents." That's all.
And then what does he do next? What's his next
Nothing.
game? What's the game plan?
He didn't do anything. I think I waited for another year and then he messaged me something else. Every year I think I get actually every 6 months he sends me booty call messages.
So he breeds once in 6 months.
I think so.
He probably has a roster, I'm thinking.
That's what I think. I think he has like a certain number.
But there's a girl silly enough to say yes to tonight? I mean...
Actually, and you know what? It's not even this. Sometimes they just call you for anything. Like this same guy called me once. He actually called me up and he was just like, listen, I found another girl. Let's do a threesome. And I'm like, no. I like boys.
Okay, my show is now getting ratings. I won't tell you. Do not stop talking me. All right? Forget about Maggie. Hey, Maggie. Chavi, you and your Maggie. Keep your Maggie. Let's talk more. Let's talk more.
About,
your life is so interesting.
Yeah, so then literally, and I'm like, no, I don't want to.
Were you having dinner with your parents or you...
I wish. Really. No, so then I said no.
That. You should have been like, no, I'm having dinner with
my parents. So I said, no, I don't want to. I like boys. And then he was like, I said, anyway, you'll find someone else. If you can call me and find someone, you can clearly find someone else. And then he was just like, no, but I wanted to do it with you.
How flattering.
I felt so special at that moment. I was like, you know what? I should marry you.
but who is this guy?
I can't tell you.
What is his claim to fame? Did he invent electricity or something? Is he like a great man? What?
He's Mr. Booty Call. That's what I'm going to call him now.
He's Mr. Booty Call.
I would block him, May. Are you getting anything from this man? At all?
Apparently
like anything?
not. Apparently
Guitar lessons, meals, like anything?
Not really. But you know what?
Notice the awkward pauses now because we want you to talk. Both of us are trying to get information. Tell us more.
Can I tell you one thing?
Please do.
The problem with this guy... Okay, so I had the similar question asked to me yesterday.
You're gesturing with your fingers. The problem with this guy is what?
So the problem with this guy is...
Really? That's what it looks like.
So my friends are like, why don't you just delete... Same thing. Why don't you just delete his number and just not... The problem, if you delete someone's number, is if they message you or call you again, then you answer the phone. So I always write, like, I'll put, like... Nikhil, sorry for my language, bastard or something like next to his name.
Nikhil Bastard? You know the same guy?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I know.
Is he son of bloody bastard?
So I just put, so I know that I shouldn't pick up the call or message him or whatever.
So what is my name? May on your phone, what is my name? I
find him entertaining.
Huh?
It's refreshing to have people that are this weird.
So answering my question. Cyrus Lesbian. Tell me. I want to know what I am.
Cyrus Lesbian?
Where am I in that thing?
Cyrus, the love of my life.
Love of my life.
The man that got away.
I'm going to call Nikhil Bastard. I want to chat with him. My technique is all over the place. But it's amazing. See,
so every Nikhil out there right now is like, am I that bastard?
Yeah. But Chavi, are you also part of this whole culture where these men are...
Yeah.
What's wrong with us men? I'm ashamed to be a man. I don't mind. Please try to put out girls. That's part of the whole thing. But tonight, I mean, he's not even worked on it.
It's horrible.
It's just lazy.
So I have to tell you that I saw something which is some dude has written a book with dating tips, and it's about how being an alpha male is going, and basically he's espousing abuse, harassment, eve teasing as we call it, groping behavior, and he tells people to go up to women and like touch them immediately because women like to be touched, play with their hair because it's a sign of something, and then do this, ask them questions like, so are we going to your place or mine, and be like aggressive, assertive.
And who published this book?
There are several books like this. I had a review on once. I couldn't even finish reading it because this is the kind of message men think is real.
Perfectly acceptable.
It's so bad. So I don't know what playbook your dude is, Nikhil Bastard is reading. If he came up
by the way, this is not his name. I've just made up some
made up a name, but it's vaguely in the territory where you want to title him. You want to title him with something like that. I'm presuming.
Yeah.
Does his name start with an N?
Yes.
It does. Nakul?
No.
Nandish?
No.
Nipun?
I'm going to put the next show and guess his name.
Najib? Noshirwan?
Just plead the fifth.
I can't.
Okay, we're going to spend the next 15 minutes doing names.
Dude, all names are going to be N.
Okay, we've got lots of other topics. Just move away from this sex all the time. How much what's wrong with you
Only
girls?
because you're so excited.
Your minds are just convoluted with this sex. Is it me? Is it me?
We were doing this off air, technically.
If it's a problem, I will put on my clothes and do the show. All right? Just tell me. Tell me the top of the damn show.
Right?
I have never ever told you to put your clothes back on.
Yeah, but now look at this. The whole show is going downhill because you guys are talking about sex and men and alpha men who are sexist scumbags and it's all wrong. What happens to men like me? Men with, no hair on their chest.
That's what I'm saying. So
men who
it
look
takes,
like women.
See,
what about us?
Everything is about comparison. You're not tall till there's someone short next to you. So these guys like this make me value good men in my life, right?
Yeah, that's why I never pee in the shower. I just feel so inferior. I've tried it. It just doesn't work.
Don't
you put the shower on, you pee, boom,
shower.
you're nobody. This whole theory of relativity that you espoused just now. I'm backing you up, May. I'm backing you up.
I hope so.
Okay, love and respect to Nikhil Bastard, the greatest Don Juan India's ever produced. As we move on to topic number 59, we finished with Chor Bazaar. We got bored there. We'll come to Jimmy Fallon a little later. Let's talk about this... Well, that's about it. I don't have a topic.
Let's talk about Jimmy Fallon.
We'll talk about
And
Jimmy
you
Fallon.
too.
We'll talk about Jimmy Fallon. Go ahead.
Me?
Yeah, you're the one.
So essentially, if you guys haven't seen this, by you guys before you ask
By the way, his
Cyrus.
full name is Jimmy Fallon in Love. I checked. I googled him.
Yeah?
Jimmy
Jimmy
Fallon.
Fallon
Just
in
Fallon.
Love.
You can't leave the word out there. Come on.
Right. So for our listeners who don't know about this, just Google it. Look for Jimmy Fallon
Listen,
Subway
our listeners
YouTube.
are clearly not knowing about anything we have to say. And after this whole sex talk, everything is a downhill thing. So let's get back to me.
It was
Tell us
very
about your
sexy.
Saturday night, last week. What happened?
Saturday night. I can tell you about my Thursday night.
Wait, what happened on Thursday?
I met this like really cute Danish guy.
Really? Yeah. How do you know he's Danish? You met him in a pastry shop? No, go on. It's your story.
Wow.
Sprinkle
I think
of
that was
sugar.
your best joke of
It
the
was really-
podcast.
Yeah, what a
I'm
racist,
so impressed.
Racist confectioner that I am.
I know.
Go on, tell us your
so
story.
I met him, and the weird thing was, he was genuinely nice guy. And by the way, Danish guys cannot dance. He tried so hard. He kept doing this like chest thrusty thing that was.
That's why Michael
hilarious.
never learned to rock, if I
Yeah,
remember correctly.
no.
There you go.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But he was cute though, and he was
So he did
tall.
a chest movement for you.
He did some like sort of like
But
chesty
look,
sort of
you're-
like.
But you're used
gyration.
to tonight. So this guy is like wonderful. He's Mr.
Yeah,
Romantic because he
he's
moved
really
his
nice.
chest. I mean, it's
the only
a lot
problem
more.
was he was leaving the next day to go back to Denmark, and I'm like, "Why did you meet me?" And he's just like, "You seem like a fun person." I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
My God, this is the worst show I've ever heard in my life. You're actually giving us dialogue from your romantic evening, and I want to kill myself. I have to tell you, I have never cried on a show before. And I have seen people who are about to die at the end of our show. This is, okay, we move from here. We have to move back to Chavi's lovely topic, which was Jimmy Fallon in Love.
Yeah, at Grand Central
What's it called?
Station.
Busking?
Busking. So
Busking.
busking is when you have permission and you play your guitar or whatever instrument in a subway
public-
or a
What do you mean by
public place.
permission? I was in New York.
No, no,
No, they
almost
have
a year.
permission. In fact, they have
What
auditions.
permission? They just stand there with a bloody open guitar.
They have to have a license to perform.
Yeah.
And this year
They
they
behave
had,
like Indians. They just come and encroach.
No, I'm sorry. They can be moved by the police if they don't have the license.
Oh, they
And
just-
there are
so
limited
they have
number
to
of
pay money?
licenses.
They have to pay money
Pay
for
money
license?
to bus.
What are you
Limited number in
saying?
each city. And in New York City this year, there were like only 83 who were called in for auditions. New ones. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, so.
But they make good money, huh? I've sat.
They can.
I've
but
watched.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you, I don't know how much money U2 made. Basically, if you search for Jimmy Fallon U2 subway, you'll find that Jimmy Fallon took U2 into the subway station in disguise. And then they sang really badly, in my opinion. May thinks they were doing fine.
Hey, they were all right. I think
wasn't
he
fine.
was just sort of messing about,
Well, let's
and he
explain
wasn't
this.
like.
So they're disguised completely, and the armed
And
janta
they look-
passing by have no
yeah,
idea who these
terrible.
guys are. I think they're a normal group of guys playing
Doing a
guitar and
cover
you throw money
version.
in the guitar case. But it's not that. They're actually U2 dressed with mustaches and beards.
So
All
at
of
some
them.
point, Jimmy Fallon says, this is not working, plan B, and then U2 starts playing Desire.
They
And-
rip their like fake like mustaches and wigs off and all that, and then suddenly
And
you're like,
everybody
oh my
says,
God.
"Wow, Justin Bieber!" And then they all come and they enjoy themselves. And,
Everybody was over 30 in that audience,
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't know who I hate more, One Direction or Justin Bieber. Why do you
I
know their
don't
names?
know.
Because I have an 8-year-old daughter. But
do
I
you hate
can't
more?
bear them. I can't. But let's get back to U2, which is more May's generation, when men would call and say, "Hello, how about tonight dinner?" You know, I mean,
Yeah.
full
Dinner and a
sentence.
movie, yeah.
Dinner and a movie. No one does
movie
that
when there was no
anymore.
recession. Movie and dinner, yes.
Yeah.
Now movie means no dinner for yourself for 2 days because what, 1,000 rupees just for a ticket and
780.
popcorn and come
I
on.
still find
And
like
then you see
movies
Arnold
are really.
Schwarzenegger trying to hug a woman and there's no fighting. No fighting whatsoever. And if there is, the woman wins. You know, I mean, what happened to
Well,
films?
you have some,
Arnold, that was Tom
or Mad
Hardy.
Max.
Maggie.
Oh, Maggie, he's going to kill them.
Maggie with lead in it, and there's Maggie with Arnold in it. Come on, just focus.
Maggie's got that whole black pupil
No, but
cornea
I still
thing going
think
on.
I still think going for a movie is really weird because you're sitting
But
with
at least
someone
if
you
you-
don't. You're next to someone you don't know for 3 hours watching
Oh.
a movie. It's really awkward. Don't you think
But I
that's
always
really
think
then
that
you have something to
extreme
talk
right
about.
thing so I can pee.
Yeah. No, I agree.
What?
I
In-
always think
what?
the extreme right.
In the theatre?
No, the seat, yeah.
You pee in the theatre?
Of course. What are boxers for? Why did men invent boxers? It's easy come, easy go. And it's also a
Really?
critical statement. I didn't like the film. Happens all the time.
I'm going to pee on this film.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, sometimes on my foot because, I'm not very,
Can't aim that well.
In the dark.
So this is coming. I'll do now.
There you go. And again. But this is interesting. So you've not got a date from a man who's actually asked you nicely, can we go out
If I
for
want to do
for a film?
no.
In my generation, we used to actually ask, would you like to go out to see a movie? What time?
Yeah, there are guys that do that, but they're
But
also
they're all
guys.
90 years old and you have to hold them while they talk. And you sort of support them in the wheelchair. But yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Like you,
No, you're like me. But today's generation, so you're very disappointed, are you, May?
very disappointed in our generation.
Did you ever have a steady boyfriend in the recent past? No?
I've been waiting for you.
She's crying. Stop
No,
doing
she's hiding. She's hiding something
I'm not
monumental.
hiding.
Tears
I think
are
she's
falling
dating.
out.
She's one of those women who's dating a big time politician or something. And there's
Oh
a
my
huge
God, I
scandal
would-
in the background.
I
which we
swear
don't
to
know.
you, I'm not dating anyone right now.
Really?
Yeah, I swear.
Honestly?
anyone. And I used to have, I don't know if you've had this as well, Chavi Lavi Chavi.
Herpes? What?
No.
I did that last week. What? Tell me.
So when
Scabies.
I first started dating, I was like 18. I'd just gone to the UK, and when I was there, I decided to have rules for myself. So I had this rule that if any guy ever asked me out, I'd always say yes, unless he was like super creepy and weird. But I
You
always said
say
yes.
You are now the greatest woman in the world.
I always said yes.
Every man's favorite.
Yeah, so because I always felt like you should give a guy a chance because you never know how they'll surprise you.
What if the guy has 3 eyes and an eyebrow which runs down to his sideburns?
Oh, I know somebody like that.
I know. Wolverine. Yeah, but that's like a fictional character.
No, but that's okay.
No, but come on. How can you say for sure? What if the guy is like a murderer? 10 years in jail, he's just come out. And he calls you.
Give him a chance. I always feel like you can
Would
rehabilitate.
you at least wear a helmet on the date? I mean, just to be safe?
Maybe.
All right, don't answer that. Back to our topic of conversation. Jimmy Fallon and Chavi Shavi Lavi. You think this will work in India if I take Shankar Ehsan and Loy and stand outside Mumbai Central?
No, because I think context is everything.
And also Ehsan is very shy.
Maybe that too.
Yeah.
But even if you took Ranjit Barot, for example, who's
Right.
not shy, I don't think this would work because context is
But Ranjit
packaging is everything.
He might beat up some of those guys passing by. Just
Also, listen to me,
also true.
bloody
Yeah, what the
idiot.
hell? Where are you going?
I hit you with my drumstick.
A.R. Rahman would be very upset, I think, because he'd start making a speech about saving the world.
They might recognize his voice. You know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. They'd
You think?
recognize him and they'd recognize...
Yeah. But so, for example...
What about Abhijit? We go to the pavement and perform. Abhijit the singer.
I think,
no.
you know what,
Just
honestly,
pavement,
I
pavement
think
concerts.
it'll work
Pavement
here.
dwellers fast asleep. We step on them and go, Abhijit, sing. Oh, aisa geet gao, ki arzu jagao, agar tum kaho. And then, you step on the pavement guy. What about that? Do you think that'll work?
I don't think there's any space on the pavement only to do busking, but still.
That's true because in the subway in New York, you still see a whole lot of different people walking. Head of a investment banking company, as well as a guy working in McDonald's. They all walk in the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have that melting pot so much. We have like a middle class going in this area, lower middle class going in that area. We don't really have that melting
True.
pot.
I mean, you can see classical music or jazz in any of the subway stations. So I have a story for you.
So
In
what you're saying is
2007
culturally they're richer in the subway station than we are on stage here. How dare you? And you're right.
I'm saying that. So in 2007, and this was a Pulitzer Prize-winning article that
Was it
spurred
Pulitzer or
this.
Pulitzer?
Pulitzer.
It's Pulitzer. You put your tongue through your mouth like Pulitzer. It's almost abusive.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Is it?
So this dude, this journalist...
But what if I
whose
say,
name
can
I've
you do a
forgotten.
pull up? I mean, no, it's not the same
No,
thing.
it doesn't
Sorry,
sound
your
so.
story.
So this journalist whose last name I've forgotten, even though he's an award-winning journalist,
Yeah.
George, got Joshua Bell, who is a brilliantly...
Is it Bell or Biel?
gifted- Bell.
Okay, so it stops with pull.
A violinist who has this handmade
Stradivarius.
There you go, see?
Not bad.
And they took him into a subway, and for 45 minutes he performed, not in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
He played beautiful music, and he made $32.17.
But no tax.
People,
No
the night
tax.
before that, no tax. The night before that, he had played a concert at the Boston Symphony Orchestra, where the cheapest seats were $100, and it was sold out.
Imagine if I was on the subway, having paid for my entire family. It was my birthday. I took 15 people.
Yeah.
I watched him.
In
and
the
then
cheap seats.
Yeah, I'm on the subway with the same family. We're going home, and I see the guy performing for.
But you
I would
wouldn't
take away
notice
his
him.
$32.
You wouldn't
I'd be
notice
like,
him.
Bloody, what is that nickel word? Nickel D?
Bastard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bastard.
Yeah, but this is the point. Nobody thinks that this guy would be here, so that nobody paid him any attention.
So it's all hype, isn't it? Nobody cares about the quality of the music or
Yeah,
the
or
singing.
the
That's
violin.
No, but see, the thing is, this happens, I know, because this is not the first time that U2 have done this. Like, one of their most famous videos is where the streets have no name,
Right.
and they perform on top of that building in LA.
Which is like here in Mumbai, A Road, B Road, C Road. You've
Yeah.
got in South Bombay.
No names.
name.
Pasta 1, 2, 3.
No name.
There you go.
Exactly.
So they performed that before, but that was like a stunt, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was part of a music video. So they shot the music video of them performing on the building, but then also
That's a
they're
copy
performing.
of the famous Apple thing with the Beatles. Let me tell you. The Beatles just came on the terrace of Apple Records and performed. All copy the Beatles! All these scumbags copy the Beatles. There's only one God, the Beatles. Repeat after me.
Four words.
Well, I call them collectively one. It's an Indian thing.
Acha.
All our millions of gods become one. So everybody's happy. Look at the way I reach
Beatles
out.
are
But
one.
you still haven't sung a Beatles song. The only song that you've sung through this podcast is Valentino Nipples. So
Okay. I'll do
No, you
one
sang
thing.
Abhijit
If you
also.
can sing the second line of a Beatles song that I will sing, I will sing. But you must sing the second line immediately.
Okay.
The other day I saw you as you walked along the road.
Damn it.
Zero. That means you're a Beatles fan.
Try another one.
I'm not the.
Are we going to do this all night?
Go for it. Or sing a U2 song.
The sun has faded away. That's the end of the day. Go.
No.
So you're not Beatles fans. You're
No.
Beatles top 10 fans.
Yeah, yeah, Red
like
Album,
Elvis
Blue
top 10.
Album.
I can
I-
sing Hound Dog.
Yeah.
Can you sing Indescribably Blue?
I see. I know.
That's Elvis.
If
You don't know your music! You belong in the subways with all those people, you vicious animals. And I will send you a message saying, tonight, no! Tonight, no! How about that?
Chorus lines. I know chorus.
Okay, I take that back. I might say yes. It's a lonely life. What am I
Tonight?
doing? A girl's actually nice to me. Tonight. God. Well, now I'm musical. Give me my stockings. Shabak Dawar, please. I need to learn my dance. All right. What next on the agenda? May you talk now. I just want to know the truth about what happened with Radio 1. But that was the whole idea of this entire show. You were on Radio 1. You're an iconic presence there. Very popular. Lots of fans. Why did you walk out? And what were you wearing on that day? And I mean perfume.
Whatever you want. No, so I just left because I wanted to freelance and do my own thing, like every late 20-year-old.
Okay, now for me and Shabi, that
Do you have a
stinks
fringe
as
now?
an answer. That just absolutely, we don't buy it at all, do we? We want to know the truth. What happened?
What's happened?
Yeah.
See, I love radio, but I just wanted to do my own thing, be on my own. I
You sound like a Miss India semi-finalist who doesn't make the final.
Let her
I know.
go.
I don't like this answer.
Let her off the
It's also because I
Give
fell
me
in
more.
love. I fell in love. See, when Shavi Lavi Chavi decided to
You might lose her. Be careful.
I love her. And then she told me that, you know what, you can hang out with Cyrus Brocha. I was like, I'll
You can
quit.
hide under the humor, but I'll let you go today. But I'll come back. I'll investigate this story.
She's blowing
like a
kisses
hound.
at you. Come on, stop.
She's not blowing kisses at me. She's spitting at the mic. There's reasons for
I
that.
think
I've got issues.
This is May's kiss.
Nobody blows kisses at me. They take them back.
No.
Like I have aunts who come, I haven't seen you for 15 years. I want my kisses back. You're so ugly. It's like that. What are you saying?
Have you ever had a Mallu lady kiss you? Mallu ladies
I had
kiss
a
like
Mallu
this.
girlfriend.
They do a snort
I had a
while they
Mallu
kiss you. Like,
doctor girlfriend.
Really?
Long time ago, yeah.
They snorted
Yeah,
and
Mallu.
kissed you?
She's a very pretty girl.
They like-
I can't say her name.
Yeah,
in
'cause
Manipal,
Mallu-
in Manipal Institute.
because
too.
Mallu women are awesome.
Very pretty girl. High
So
cheekbone.
tell me how
very-
they kiss.
Huh? Oh, she could kiss. Oh, those days are gone. Let's move on. She's making me cry. I feel like Hamlet at the end of the play.
Oh, tell
About
us
to die.
really, how do you feel? How do you feel?
If I had a skull,
Do
I
you
could tell you.
miss all the Mallu women in your life now?
I love all women. I've always, the problem is they don't love me. I'm very
What am
secular.
I doing here right now? I'm throwing myself at you.
Listen, this is not a romantic show. We'll come back and do one of those on another day. We need to look at
Really?
good,
I
hard
can come
topics.
back?
Ours is a hard-hitting show which makes people feel very proud to be Indian or from far away if they live in another country. Women, stop talking and stop fighting over me. There's 95 kilos to play with here. Plenty for everybody in the state of Maharashtra and the twin union territories of Daman and Diu. We'll take a break and then come back.
Cyrus Says, ask me anything. If you want Cyrus to answer your questions on air, send an email to whatcyrussays@gmail.com. If you send us a link to a sound file on SoundCloud, we'll even play you asking the question in your own voice. And that's what Cyrus says.
Well, now, beautiful listener, we will do the AMA, which basically means ask me anything. Ask me anything in this particular case. So
We're
go
going to
ahead.
ask you and me. How's that?
Okay,
Oh,
fair enough.
yeah,
Alright.
cool, okay.
So the first question comes from Arvind on email, and he asks you, I have a feeling I know the answer to this question.
Yeah.
Are you a gamer, Are you a gamer, Xbox, PS, or PC? Any favorite games?
Yes, chess, cricket, football, tennis. I follow the French.
I
Open.
like Snake. You remember that Nokia game that people used to play?
I love snakes, especially between meals. But that's not the point. I can't play games. I'm challenged.
Snakes between meals is what he
Okay,
said?
I've got a problem. It's a motor skill issue. I think if you breastfeed too much, apparently your motor skills get, destroyed after the point.
No.
So yeah, if
You've
you do,
been breastfeeding or you were breastfeeding?
I just stopped on Tuesday. So what happens is that my fingers are terrible. If I press speakerphone, it takes me 15 minutes to hit that because I press all kinds of things.
Is that why your shoelace is
If
untied?
I'm calling Chavi, I call 8 people before I reach her.
yeah,
No, that's
your
because I can't
shoelaces.
bend.
Ah.
And nobody is willing to.
I can help
by this
you.
I mean nothing, so stay where you are. Don't make me.
I can
into some
help
sort
you
of
tie
patsy.
your laces down.
Okay, I'll just wear slippers. All right, let's keep this family.
Anyways, there's never
Okay,
gonna be PG.
sisters, what's next?
Next question
No
is from
PG.
Sneha on email, who says she heard you singing along with Dennis. Did you ever have aspirations in that area?
That area.
Well, I suppose I can hold a note, and I do like to sing. But now, as a successful lawyer, these things. Why would I, go back to all that? But yes, when I'm upset, I do sing a lot and empty the building quickly. I try to do that.
Have you tried
to?
to serenade a girl?
Lots of times. I've done If I Fell. As a Beatles lover, you will be able to sing harmony with me. I took 8 people. Again, 8. What's going on with 8? I stood outside her second floor window and we sang harmony properly.
Amazing.
Which is
Like a
including
barbershop
when John goes high in the
octave.
end and Paul goes low at the same time. And then they switch the verse again and the other one goes up and the other one goes down. No pun intended. We did it all. It was
Wow.
lovely and it went like this. If I fell in love with you, would you promise to be true? Are you Beatles fans?
We don't know this song.
You suck.
Yeah.
You are no longer my sisters.
Sneha, if
You are like that Nikhil, what's his name? I can't
Sneha, if
believe.
you'd like to come sing harmony with
I don't want to be
Cyrus,
your sister.
let us know.
Oh, right. Back on that track. All right, let's get a room. Come on, May, get this over with. You got 3 minutes?
All right.
It's not going to be 3 minutes with me, man.
What the hell? You gonna talk? Please don't hold hands.
I'm not. Who said I
I'm
don't
more
need
all
to
right?
talk.
I sweat a lot. You'll be like caked. Are you crazy? What I never understood is a cigarette in bed after. I've never understood that.
Yeah.
But you see the
What
old
about
movies?
a drink?
You know what? I think
Well, a drink means you've got room service going. Who the hell has a drink?
By the way, I had someone who messaged me recently saying, "How's the Bombay heat treating you?" Right, and so I was in the kitchen or something, and I just sent him a picture of my sweaty arms, like droplets of sweat and everything, and I just took a picture of it and I sent it to him, and he's like, "That's disgusting." And I'm like, "I will take that as a compliment." You know, I think men, you're denying this, but you love sweaty women, and you love a sweaty forearm.
Listen,
like
my standards are very low. I love any women who don't leave. Please don't you talk to other
But
men
I think
who
I've
are
ruined my
well
relationship
turned
with him
out.
by sending him a picture of my
These
sweaty
metrosexual
forearm.
men who have all these issues, not me.
Maybe you should do that to the Tonight guy. Just reply with
send him a picture
Can
of
you
my
stop having
sweaty
a private
forearm.
conversation on doing a show here? Can you do that a little
So
later?
if I sent you a picture of my sweaty forearm, would you just be like, ew?
Will it only be the forearm, or could it be like a perspective of everything? With the forearm, of course, being
Like a puzzle, like a jigsaw puzzle that you can just sort of put
like,
together.
Can you tell what is what? That kind of thing, yeah. When can we do this?
Whenever you want.
Moving back to Sneha's friend with the question number 3 for
Sneha's
me.
done. This is Pavan Shukla, who is the Indian atheist on Twitter. He's one of our 2 regular listeners.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he says, do you watch Arnab Goswami? Do you think he can
It's
beat
Arnab.
Arnab? Do you watch Arnab Goswami? Do you
Punjabi
think
it's
he can
Goswami.
beat all the other stand-up comics?
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I love his stuff, and now it's become a parody in reality. So it's great fun. They have fire, which I don't understand. I mean, that's so funny. A burning topic, and they have fire in front of the burning topic. Who does that? Manmohan Desai? What is this? Amar Akbar Anthony? What kind of? I don't get it. I mean, there's a burning fire, and you know, he never looks straight at the camera. His whole thing is, I'll be slanted. Why? Somebody said your left shoulder looks good. Who does that? A very strange man. What I really love about doing these kind of shows is that you control the audio. So at the end of the day, there are 15 people screaming, and anytime you want to, your producer just pulls down his volume. So it's like, let me finish. And the other guy's, I want to say, you don't hear him after that. He's gone. Oh, I have so many lovely stories. They always have this Pakistani guy they call on. 1 or 2 Pakistani guys, they have a little roaster. After he calls him on and then he attacks him, he tells him things like, how do you have the audacity to come on the show? How do you have the audacity? He says, sir, you called me. You sent me a car. I'm like, he's great fun. No, you're right. He's funny. Because when you do stand-up comedy, you're trying to be funny. These guys are just genuinely funny. Yeah. Like my friend Kunal Vijayakar. He said something ridiculous the other day. I mean, it's so politically incorrect. I hope I don't get into trouble but I don't endorse it at all. We're discussing NAB and, National Association for the Blind. And he said, but why did they have a whirly sea face? I mean, it's not like they can actually, enjoy the... Yeah. That's real, and they're not trying to be funny. They're actually very serious. And that's, let's go back to Tonight. Tonight's also not trying to be funny. See, there you go.
I know.
Yeah.
He's actually being serious.
Why do you let him call me? Let's pretend that I'm you. We'll keep a long relationship. I'll say, not tonight, but let's try tomorrow. We keep going for like months.
Yeah.
Huh? We go for 3 years.
It's been like, I've known him for 2 years. I haven't given him anything.
What the hell does that mean,
And he
mate?
still asks me. Like, he messaged me. This is
You're
like,
changing the dynamic of my show. This
9 months, like, after this
9
tonight.
months is not something you should mention.
And then just recently, about a month ago, he's like, when are we meeting? And I'm like, wow, he's still
But
on?
does he have a relationship with you before? Is there a relationship?
No, we just like, I'd interviewed him once.
So what? You interviewed him? Is he a singer?
No.
Please tell us more. Is he a... What is he?
tell you who he is.
What's his claim to fame? Give us something.
The only thing I've given away is that his name begins with N. And you're trying to guess, like...
Well, listener, and I mean listener in the singular, if you're out there and you know who this guy is, his name begins with N, and me and Chavi Lavi Shavi are going to spend the rest of the year trying to find this guy, hunt him down like a rat, and expose him for what he is.
Which
a man
is-
who gives women one word.
a man who just wants to have sex? Isn't that like every man on the planet?
Not me, bro, not me. I hate that sex thing.
I just want to cuddle?
Are you crazy? I'm like separate rooms.
Really?
Self-satisfaction is always the healthiest way to have a relationship. And when you're done, call me. And now that we have speakerphone, you can do them simultaneously. Remember that.
That's also true.
Okay. Any last words, May? Because this is the end of the show.
It is the end of the show? Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
soon?
Now I'm a little worried
want-
because
You
now I
get
have
some
to...
alone time with him now.
Yes.
I'll leave.
Javi, can you walk me to the door?
No, I'm out of here.
Okay, May.
I love you.
I love you.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm all squishy inside now.
She wants to be loved
I
as
want to
well.
be. I want to be left
Her
alone.
name is Lovey Shovey Dovey.
Yeah.
Nice.
We sort of love you too. Is that,
What
is
have
that
I
good?
started?
No.
Can you try my name now?
Chavi.
Very good. It
That's
worked.
really good. Do you know my name?
I'm going to find out, aren't I?
Oh, of course.
I'm going to have to say it many times tonight.
All right, we need to get out of here, man.
You're calling me names again?
No.
Our producer's waiting for a final wrap-up. Yes, that's all we have time for on this show. It's been a wonderful show. Lots of energy and lots of sexual explicit talk from May for some reason, but I'm sure that'll...
I'm a sexual being.
You are, and why
On
not?
fire.
You should be proud. What's wrong with that? Better than being a terrorist and killing people and then having sex. That's terrible. But we'll see you soon because you'll be back on... Well, not on the air. What do you call it?
I'll be back on you anytime.
Okay.
I think he was trying to promote your show.
Really? Go for
I better
it.
wear tight underwear. I'm a little worried now.
Chastity belt? Anybody?
The boys haven't done much work in many years. Do you have a video I can look at or something?
Do you have one of those, those speedboats when you had to pull that string, right, to start it?
If I had a speedboat, I'd have girls. I don't have a speedboat, and whatever I pull doesn't come back. It just stays pulled. All right, that's all we have time for. Cyrus says bye. Chavi says bye.
Bye.
And May?
Bye. Don't forget my show, Made in India.
M-A-E-D. Wow.
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
All views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily the views and opinions of the IndusVox Media Network or any of our show advertisers or sponsors. No animals were harmed in the making of this podcast, obviously.
All right, if you've listened to this show called Cyrus Says and you want your money back, let me tell you, that can't be done right now. But we can make you feel better if you listen to Made in India. That's M-A-E-D, Made in India, with May. There's no D in May. Although, maybe one day.